We live. Welcome back, YouTube family. I've been getting a lot of questions lately in regards to like what materials I use in my detailing business, and I wanted to give the time and opportunity for you guys to learn a little bit about what goes into actually creating a system that I have in place to get your car cleaned as fast and as best quality as humanly possible. So check it out. I have this extractor right here. It's made for carpet cleaning, and what it does is it shoots jet streams of water into your carpet and it extracts all the dirt that is trapped away in there. And what it does work really well is stain removal. Stain removal is the best part of the job. As you can see, it has a little brush tool right here. This thing you can find at your local Costco for quite a cheaper than you might actually think. And you might throw some duct tape in there so it can last a little longer, so that way you could spray some more water into a few more cars, but it's all good. This thing right here is called a foam cannon. This one specifically is Trinova. That's what allows you to get these insane thick foam that attacks dirt onto your paint surface. And this is like literally the detailer's dream. It makes my life way much faster and easier, so that way I don't have to apply the soap by hand. This right here, you gotta have your gallon, your rigid, your vacuum. This makes my life so much easier because I'm nice and portable. It has an extension cord right here. I have an attachment so I can get in between all the nooks and crannies of the vehicle. Man, you gotta stay hydrated on the job. This thing is about 64 ounces worth that it can hold for water for those nice hot summer days out here in Northern California. You gotta stay hydrated. But one of the best things that I have so far is this vaporizer right here. It shoots out hot steam, so that way you can get into the crevices as well. So this has really been useful when I've been dealing with in the cups, with the cup holders of the cars, and pretty much and also in the carpets if there's like gum that's stuck in between the fibers. So yeah, this definitely is a must-have. There's really expensive ones in the marketplace, but I'm just starting off with what I can for now, and this is getting the job done. The only con to this one is it only holds about 175 milliliters of water. So what I have to do is I have to refill it because I like to get all the door panels as well. So I could cover a full door panel and then maybe half of the dashboard, and then that allows me to get as much as I possibly can before I have to refill it. But this, you absolutely need this if you're gonna be a detailer for sure. This extension cord right here, got it all nicely wrapped, of course, I tell my clients as transparent as I possibly can. I am mobile, but I am not 100% sustainable. So I do use your electricity and your water, but this makes my life so much easier because it's about 50 feet, so I can stay as close to your property, but also use my vacuum and use my vaporizer right there so I can get your car nice and clean. The next thing we have in line, you gotta have your leather chemicals. So these are specifically by Chemical Guys. It's a pretty famous known brand. This is what I use to get the leather nice and moisturized, nice and clean. You don't want to use certain, I have an Apc in there, but you don't want to use that for the leather because you can dry it out and that will lead to cracking. So that's something to think forward about whenever you decide to purchase a car in the future. This D-wall right here, local Home Depot. I don't know how much they cost, maybe like $100. This Ryobi, it's a brush tool set. What I do is I attach it to the drill. I just turn it on, make sure it's charged. That goes for the carpet and the carpet cleaning and the seat cleaning after I apply my APC. I also have a detailer brush. It's very soft. It's made out of boar hair, not the actual animal, but that's just what they call it. But it's so that you don't scratch or mar the paint, and It allows you to, you know, wipe around without causing any swirls. And we also have, these are dirty microfiber towels. You want to keep them separate from my nice, neat folded ones over here. We have a whole bunch of other different chemicals. Glass cleaner, no rinse, optimum no rinse. This is what I use that can be diluted 10 to 1, and I can use it as a clay lubricant, which is I have right here. All of my spray bottles are marked up. This one's 1 to 1 distilled isopropyl alcohol with water, distilled water with isopropyl alcohol. But I have another bottle. This one right here is basically a 1 to 10 ratio, so it'll be 1 ounce or 2 ounces of optimum no rinse, and the rest of it filled with water. And you can use it as your clay lubricant, which is used on the external surfaces of the paint, so you can remove the decontaminants. I also have, this is my APC Cleaner, which just stands for all-purpose cleaner. Simple green at Home Depot, $6 for a gallon. It's gonna last me forever, because all I need is a cap full. Dump it into one of these. That's going to be diluted on the 10 or 1 ratio. I also have all my measurements right here. So you fill it up to this point with APC and the rest of it with water. And this is what I'm going to use to tackle all your grime that's built up on your dashboard, on anywhere involved in the car. I'm going to get it clean. In this yellow bottle, it's a secret. It's my secret sauce here. It smells like pineapple juice, but it's actually ceramic detail spray. It's what I apply after the car is clean. I don't have the actual gallon on hand. It's over there at the shop, you know. What it does is it allows your car to look nice and shiny for up to 2 to 3 weeks. It has hydrophobic properties as well. But one thing I do that to make it last longer is I use Meguiar's Ultimate Paste Wax. So in here, after I wash the car, I like to get my clay bar out, also provided by Meguiar's. This is what removes decontaminants that are stuck onto the paint that you really can't visibly see, but it's like bonded chemically, whether it be tar or iron fallout that is picked up as you drive alongside. But what it does is it makes your car nice and smooth. After you do that, you can go on to polish it, but I don't quite offer those services yet, but I'm in the works of learning it. But since I won't polish it, I'll go straight into the wax. And the one I use is also by Meguiar's. It has 3 to 6 months worth of hydrophobic paint protection, but it does take a little longer of application because that's a very small pad. And I have the specific towels that I use because you don't really want to mix towels involved when you're dealing with the detailing business. You want to keep everything nice and clean. We have Chemical Guys Mr. Pink foaming soap. This is what I use on the paint. Most of my chemicals I use is provided by themselves, the Chemical Guys. They are very, very well known in the car industry, and they are known to make products that work very well. Another company that supplies really good products is Meguiar's. This is what I use for your shiny tires, so that way they are nice and glossy. This is also from Chemical Guys. It's a very soft microfiber scratch-free or wash mitt. So this is what I use so that way your car doesn't get scratched up. And also, when I'm dealing with microfiber towels, you want to use super soft, sensitive skin Arm & Hammer. That brand doesn't really matter what brand you use. Just make sure that it's very sensitive, because if you use detergents that have smells in them, it can clog the pores of the microfiber towels, and you want to keep them as open as possible so it can collect all that dirt and dust. And in here, this is provided by Detail Geek. He's a very popular YouTuber on YouTube, of course, but he has his own products. It's a little dirty right now, so I'm gonna have to wash it before I go to my next client. But this thing is capable of drying up to 3 to 4 cars all on its own. It's very thick. It has about 400 GSM, which means grams per square meter. And it dries cars really well. It's very thick, very soft, very plush. I also have this is what I use as my pressure washer by Ryobi at your local Home Depot. Got it about for 67 bucks, 1600 psi. Anything more could blast off paint, so I think it's the perfect amount. I did my research. What I do is I connect this to my extension cord, and the extension cord is going to plug into the client's home electricity outlet, and this is going to connect to their hose, and I just turn on the water and I just spray down the car. This waffle leaf towel that I have right here is perfect for windows. It has little gaps in between that you can see. It's that specific design is so that way you don't get streaks on the inside of the windows. I just have my normal blue microfiber towels, and you can get those anywhere. What I use them mainly for is picking up the dirt and grime on the interior of the car. I also have this tire brush right here. This is so that way I can scrub deep clean on your tires. Over here, you can see over here. So it'll just go, you know, spray it down and you just scrub it up. This is the gun for the pressure washer. So what this does is it allows me to remove it, so that way this thing, you know, spraying out a little water, you know, that's what it's made for. So what this thing does is it connects to the adapter. So this thing right here connect right here to the adapter, and then the hose will be connected right there. There you go. This one is the one that shoots out the power right there. That's what takes away some of the bugs that are on the front of the car. So as you can see, I've introduced you to everything that I personally use. If you have any more questions, you can just drop it down in the comment section down below. I'll be happy to give you a more deep understanding of why I do the certain things that I do. All this stuff right here could range anywhere from $300 to maybe $600 or $700, so it doesn't take much to start up. This is what I'm working with right now, and as you can see, you don't need a mobile van, but that is something that could be possible in the future when I do decide to get a water tank system, so that way I could be using deionized water. For the meantime, I just use hard water, but all I do is I make sure that I clean it up, I dry it up really fast before it dries, so that way it doesn't leave watermarks. That's just something that I have to be more cognizant about, and I think I'm getting the job done fairly well right now because I'm getting a lot of getting clients all the time, so that way I can come over to the house and get their vehicles nice and tidy. That's about it, guys. This is the setup for right now, but maybe in the future it'll improve, and call me up, you know where to find me.